Is this a good angle? I just graduated high school in May, and this is the brutally honest advice no one will tell you. Hi, my name is Siam. If you guys are new to my channel, my name's Siam. I'm gonna be a freshman in college, and I post videos once a week, as well as I'm involved in my debate team in college and hoping to join more clubs. So I'm really excited to take you guys along and vlog and travel and just all that lifestyle content you wanna see. That's me, and that's what I post. Enough talking, let's just get into the video. My first advice, school life and academics. Obviously, we're here to go to school for a reason. If you see me looking at my phone, it's because I have all my notes on this page. But take challenging classes, but don't make it complicated. Take AP and dual credits, kind of figure out what you like. At first I was an AP kid, but I kind of slowly realized that like taking those tests on that one day just wasn't for me, and I do better over a semester period. And so that's why I took like dual credit through my community college or like a college nearby that my school offered. And so with that, instead of taking one test at the end of the year, it would just be like the semester, just assignments, regular tests, all of that, like a normal high school class. But obviously talk to your counselor about that more. That's just like what worked for me personally. But also with classes, take things that interest you. For example, if like you're interested in art, take that art class. Or if you're interested in business or a STEM or computers, or we like have a childhood class, take those classes, because this is where you're going to be able to find out like, oh, what I want to major in college or what I want to do in life. It could be from a class that you're taking in high school. Teachers can be your allies and not your enemies. Keep your teachers, even freshman year or sophomore, junior, or senior, for your college recommendation letters, because obviously these are important and you want to be able to build that relationship. For example, my freshman year math teacher was my college recommendation. I'm really grateful for her, and so obviously I stayed in contact with her my sophomore, my junior, and then when it came senior year, I was like, hey, can you write that recommendation for me? Not only is it for college, but also let's say you have an 89 in the class and you really want an A, or let's say even you have that like a failing grade and you want to pass, whatever that is at your school. You've been like showing up to tutoring, you've been showing up, talking to them, paying attention in class. They're gonna see that and you're like, hey, can you just bump it up one more point? They might be more inclined to do that than some student that doesn't do anything, doesn't have a relationship with them, all of that. And also for this category of like academic, romanticize studying. So I know it's really hard, and I honestly didn't figure this out more towards my junior and senior year of this, but whether that was studying at a coffee shop with my friends, or just going to a park to study, or even just studying at my house and like making a fun drink to like romanticize actually studying and putting the work in. All of these things are really going to help you, and you do need to learn how to study, and there's like tons of videos and YouTube videos, and I definitely recommend like looking at that, but that's just going to set you up for success, especially going into college. I feel like I've been able to learn how to study, and again, I'm not perfect at it, and I definitely need to like work on it and like learn more techniques and stuff, but I feel like because of the AP and dual credit, like more challenging classes I've taken, that I'm able to learn how to actually study. Also, I would say don't rephrase it like I have to do homework, but I get to do my homework. I know something that like worked really good for me is as soon as I got home at 4 o'clock, like let's say I didn't have any practice after school, I take like 30 minutes to just chill out, be in my phone, scroll, and then once 4:30 hit, I would go ahead and get on and start working until about dinner time. And then depending if I finish or not, I work after dinner time, and so then when it comes 8:39, I can go ahead and put my computer up and know that I finished and got everything done, because you say you're gonna do it tomorrow, you're not gonna do it tomorrow. You're not gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and do it. You're just not. Going into my second point, social life of high school. Okay, stop chasing friend groups. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be best friends with your friend group from middle school if you're going into your freshman year. And honestly, this car just stopped in front of my house. And honestly, that is okay. So you'll find your group in time, and I know it's so hard to hear that. I feel like that was really challenging for me. Like I went into high school with some people from middle school, and I did cheer, so like I met some people there, and like we fell on, we fell off, and I've met new people since then. But that's okay, and that's kind of part of like evolving and changing, so you will 100% be okay. Get involved, join sports, join a club, literally join anything, because this is also how you're gonna meet new people from all over and not just from your middle school or maybe the old high school you're coming from, or even just like from freshman and sophomore year or junior year, whatever grade you're going into. Personally for me, I didn't join like student council and like National Honor Society till junior year. well, actually I guess National Honor Society is only for juniors and seniors, but student council, for example, I didn't do freshman sophomore year, and then I joined it my junior year, and I ended up being vice president my senior year, and I met so many new people. And even if they aren't your best friends and you don't talk to them after high school, you're just meeting new people and you're figuring out qualities that you like in a person and like how you can make yourself better. I would say freshman year and sophomore year really like join a lot of clubs, and then as you get older, more like junior year, people start like dropping stuff. Not necessarily dropping, just not spending as much time in volunteer work or something that you like really took a big part in your freshman and sophomore year, and that is okay. You find out what you like and you find out what you don't like, but it doesn't hurt to try because you never know. One of my examples for this is freshman year, I saw this like poster to join debate, and it was like their first year, and I was like, okay, well this is kind of stupid, like what? So I went to one of the meetings after school, and I was like, okay, well I'll just do it freshman year, like whatever, like all I'm doing is cheer, so I guess I could do a debate. Ended up loving it, and it actually became a class period my sophomore year, and I've been debating ever since. I did all 4 years of high school, and I actually got a scholarship to do it in college, so I'm on the college debate team. And if I didn't go my freshman year to that meeting in room 210, I would have never been able to have the opportunities that I do have today. My pro tip is be friends with upperclassmen. Not only can they drive you around, but also they can let you know like what teachers they like or don't, or like what classes to take. And overall, I just feel like just having good advice from older people, that was something that I definitely leaned towards. For example, my sophomore year, I was best friends with this girl named Olivia, and I still am, and she was a senior, and it was really cool just like seeing like how she's going to college, and like there's so much more than high school, because I know at times it can feel like a lot of drama and it can feel overwhelming, but like seeing that there is an end to it, there is like more than your high school, is like a really great thing to have. If you've already graduated or like going into your upperclassmen years of high school, comment down below your #1 tip from high school. I just kind of want to see like what you think, and then we can also help others and have a conversation, because I think like that's what community is all about. It's like talking to people. And I know for me, when I was going into my freshman year, just talking to literally everyone from high school, I was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, like what should I do? And that just really calmed my nerves. #3, relationships. Yes, we are going here. You don't need a relationship in high school to be happy. Let me just repeat that again. You don't need a relationship in high school to be happy. Only 2% of people actually marry their high school sweethearts. So in all reality, like, it's great if you do find someone, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. And I know this is kind of cliche, me saying this, because my boyfriend and I started dating my junior, his senior year of high school, and now we both graduated and we're both in college. We're still dating, but obviously that's a small percentage. But if you do find someone like how I have, I would say just set really good boundaries. And there is good people out there, obviously, and it is possible, and that's like great, but you don't need to put all your self-worth into that male validation or female validation, or just like, I have to have a boyfriend, I want to do all the cute things. Like, trust me, if you want to do pumpkin carving with your boyfriend, you could do it with your friends, because I've done that. Valentine's, you can do galentines, and I've even done that, which also goes into my thing of literally my biggest pet peeve is when girls, I feel like especially girls, as soon as they get a boyfriend, they stop talking to all their friends, and then a couple months later when they break up, they don't hang out with their friends, they don't talk to their friends, and they have no relationship built. So it's like you're there for them, but it's also like, I have no idea what's happened to you the past like 5 months that y'all dated, and that's really sad. So I think having boundaries with like, hey, we're not gonna hang out every single day, like to your boyfriend or your significant other or whatever. Like, I need to hang out with friends, I need to make those friendships, because as much as it's nice having a boyfriend, and like I love my boyfriend and I love going shopping with him and stuff, but sometimes you just need girl time. No matter how many face masks, shopping dates, whatever you can do, sometimes you just need your girls, and that is normal and that is okay. #4, mental health. Mental health matters, and I think this is so important to talk about, so I just kind of want to share more about this. Take breaks when you feel burnt out and figure out how to calm down. I feel like this is a really big one, because you would rather figure out how to calm down and take the breaks now than when you're away and like most likely not at home and in like a setting that you're comfortable with, that you've lived at all 18 years of your life. And so now when you go to a different place, how are you going to stay calm? How are you going to, when you're burnt out, what are you going to do? So go ahead and practice those now. For me, it was going to the gym every morning before school. I know if I started my day like that, I just like felt productive. Even if I went and my first class like sucked and the teacher was so mean and yelling at us, which never happened, but if they did, I was like, hey, at least I got my gym workout this morning. I know some people that love going on walks when they're stressed out, and so for like 10 minutes, or just go outside, go take a walk, or if it's like getting your favorite energy drink in the morning. Hey, I've done that before. Like sometimes that's literally the reason I wake up, is because I know that Alani sherbet swirl is waiting for me. Your worth is not based on your grades or popularity. I know in high school it may feel like that. Trust me, I know. I feel like my senior year I was really burnt out, and I was kind of just like, let's get to the finish line, and that's okay. And I feel like it's also normal, like your senior year. And obviously if you're enjoying high school, that's great. Like I know a lot of people that had a great time, and I would say I had a good experience. Could have been better? Yeah. Could have been worse? Oh, of course. But I think it's like what you do with that. And I know your grades seem like such a big deal, and obviously it is, and like everyone talks about like college and your future, like what are you going to do after this? And although that is so important, your mental health is more important than what you're getting on that chemistry test. If you are so tired you're falling asleep while you're driving to the library to study more, then at that point it's not worth it. And I know popularity is a big thing, like you want to be with the popular girls or that group, or oh, the ones that go on party. If that's not who you are, you don't need to like try and fit in to please them or like look a certain way. That also goes into my last thing I'd like to say today. Social media is fake. Comparing will kill your confidence. I feel like that's a really powerful thing that I wish I heard when I was going into my freshman year or even sophomore and junior year. Like you see on social media like, oh, they have the perfect relationship, perfect friends, oh my gosh, they have a car for their 16, and it's really hard seeing that, but like all in all, it's going to kill your confidence. And so one thing that I did, it's like, hey, if I have not talked to this person in like 6 months, or we haven't hung out, or they're not adding anything to my life and I'm not adding anything to theirs, why am I following them? To check in on them? But like, why do I need to check in on them? Because every time I do, it makes me feel worse about myself. I can tell you now, after graduating, I've not talked to the popular group at all. I mean, it's like I have nothing wrong with them. Like I really wish them the best, but it's not like a big deal to me. That is it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll answer them all down below. And if you stay till the end of this video, comment down below what grade you're going into next year and your favorite piece of advice that I gave that you're going to take into this next school year with you. I wish you guys the best of luck. You're going to kill it. Just know it's all temporary. Just go in with a positive mindset, I feel like, is the biggest thing. You guys are going to kill it. Happy back to school season. Bye.